that Adiyogi Shiva represents one significant form which is of enormous relevance is that of Kala Bhairava. The word Kala means time and it also means space. We have the same word to refer to both time and space. This is very unique, significant and profound because only because there is time, space is possible. That's how we look at it experientially. Only because there is time, there is point A and point B possible. So the same word describes both time and space. When your time is up, you vacate the space. When our time is up, we have to vacate the space. Time is the platform upon which the exuberance of life plays. So when we say Kala Bhairava, we are talking about a dimension which destroys the time. Once the platform is gone, no more dance possible. All dancing and prancing is only upon the platform of time. Kala Bhairava removes that platform. What does this mean? Right now, our sense of time is only because of the cyclical movements in the existence. Planet spins once, we call it a day. Moon goes around the planet, we call it a month. Planet goes around the sun, we call it a year. So our sense of time is always because of the cyclical movements. Even our clocks and watches are in cyclical movement. But this is not just these things. From the atomic to the cosmic, everything that's physical is always in cyclical movement. So when we say cyclical movements, what we are saying is, it goes in circles. If I say, you're going in circles, you know, it means or it implies you're not getting anywhere. So everything that's physical is naturally going in cycles. All dimensions of physical, from the atomic to the cosmic, is in cyclical process. If the cycles are happening to your life process, when you are in the cyclical movement, we say you're in samsara. Samsara means the cycles of life, of birth and death, endless cycles of life. Sannyasa means, most of the time people think sannyasa means to become a monk or to become a sadhu or a mendicant. No, sannyas means you broke the cycles of life. You broke the cycles of birth and death. Your life started going this way. I want you to just imagine this. Suppose the planet was not going in cycles, either it was stationary or it was going straight somewhere. There was no way you could keep time. Only because there are cycles within the body, there are cycles in the planetary system, there are cycles in the universe and in the larger cosmos, are you able to have some sense of time. So breaking the platform of time, being a Kala Bhairava means that you have become something more than your physicality. When you have touched a dimension which is beyond your physical nature, there is no cyclical process in you. Right now, because you have a physical body, sitting up for one night seems like a feat for a whole lot of you. Are you there? Suppose you did not have a body, if I made you sit here for 1,000 nights, what is the problem? It is only because of physical nature, time is important. If there was no physical sense, if you are in some way beyond your physical nature, time is not even a factor in your life. In many ways, yoga means this: a yogi is one who is asleep in his wakefulness. When he's awake, he's asleep. Because of this, generally crosses the boundaries of time and the impact of time upon himself or herself. So the essence of yoga is to somehow transcend physical nature, touch dimensions which are not physical in nature. Once you touch a dimension that is not physical in nature, in many ways you yourself are a Kala Bhairava because you have broken the platform of time. You are able to exist without time. You have noticed this, that in your own lives, on some day, if you became extremely joyful or blissed out when you had not too much sense of body, not that you had no sense of body, but body was not very dominant in your life on that particular day. On that day, 24 hours simply passes like that. The need for food and sleep comes down dramatically simply because you were not so much of a body on a given day. So if you are able to sit here, that your experience of life is beyond the limitations of physical body, you have broken the platform of time, and everything that you know as physical, everything that you know as creation is happening upon the platform of time. So, to become free from time means to become a Kala Bhairava, a destroyer of time. Destroying time does not mean wasting time, destroying time does not mean breaking the clock, destroying time does not mean doing something.
How to throw light on darkness? Kalabhairava means the dark one, as one aspect of him. We shouldn't throw light on him. It is seen in many different ways. It is a deadly form of Shiva. When he went into a destructive mode, not of destroying this or that, of destroying time. See, all physical realities exist within the span of time, isn't it? If I destroy your time, everything is over. See, right now your clock is ticking lup-dup, along with your watch, something else is ticking inside, right? Suppose we fast forward everything, we just over, isn't it? So, Kalabhairava means just that. Because most people do not choose to live in a great manner, they have an aspiration, at least they want to die in a great way. So Kalabhairava is a deadly form of Shiva. It was guaranteed, if you come to Kashi, you will attain to mukti. Doesn't matter what kind of a lousy creature you have been all your life. So all the lousy creatures started coming because they lived badly and they want to die gloriously. Only the population of the lousy multiplied. Then Shiva said the place is becoming lousy with so many lousy people. So he said, there needs to be some check. So he took the form of Kalabhairava and it's called Bhairavi Yatana. That means when the moment of death comes, for all that you have been, your whole many lifetimes plays out in a moment with great intensity. And whatever pleasures and sufferings and pains that need to happen to you will all happen. It would have spread over many lifetimes, but all that will happen to you in a microsecond, but with the kind of intensity that you cannot hold. So this is called as Bhairavi Yatana. You know what Yatana means? Yatana means ultimate suffering, it's something that happens to you in hell. He will make it happen to you here. So when you want to do that kind of a job, you need a right kind of costume. So he comes with the right kind of costume of looking terrible. If he looks nice, that would be very evil, you know. If somebody looks pleasant and does terrible things, that would be evil. If somebody has to do terrible things, they should at least look terrible, isn't it? So, Shiva put on the right kind of costume and became Kalabhairava to create Bhairavi Yatana for you, to create such phenomenal pain that you have not imagined possible, but just for a moment, so that after that, nothing of the past remains in you. Undoing your software, painful, isn't it? But this happens at the moment of death, you have no choice, you can't run, yes? You can't run. But he makes it as brief as possible. Suffering has to end quickly. We must make it super intense, then only it'll end quickly. If it is mild, it goes on and on forever.